This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, SICKDOE and crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Make it SICKDOE and crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making SICKDOE and crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't wanna trade crypto. Crypto, no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's SICKDOE and crypto. Don't flip, yo. Everybody buy it.
Goes up really high. What's our favorite saying?
Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it. Goes up really high. What's the favorite saying? Wish I bought more. Everybody buy it.
Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Want to learn how to make SICKDOE in crypto? Hit that like, subscribe. Every day we go on a ride. This is Anwar in the house, Tommy in the house, and Sean, good morning, and TJ coming through. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Finally got through the hump. What are we going to talk about right now? Let's get into the live. Let's get into a couple things and jive. Avalanche. I am a big fan of Avalanche. Some things I want to talk about here. Why I think this is a really good buy. Why at $65. Not financial advice, but just a gentleman twice as nice. If you hit the like and subscribe here, we're going to talk about it. Head and shoulders. Left shoulder right here. If you zoom out, scream and shout. I know there's a lot of mess over there on that corner. Don't worry about it. That's just my homework. Doing some due diligence this morning. But Wall Street Pete's SICKDOE in crypto here. Left shoulder on it. Avalanche 4-hourly chart. If you're interested, AVAX is the abbreviation for it. Head is the top here. Currently on my 4-hourly coming in through Christmas Eve. And did we think we were going to have a beautiful pump? Little did we know we were the chump. It's okay. Falling wedge coming down. As everybody knows what this is. Coming all the way through. What is this? Well, from December 21st, 2021. Good morning, Anthony. We're coming through down into this area, and I'm buying. I bought the dip. Inverted head and shoulders, and I stuttered on purpose, like a beat. That's all, folks. Well, guess what? Pay attention. That's about all, folks. Head and shoulders. Well, guess what? There's your head to the obvious bearish side. Well, here's your head obvious to the bull side. Now, it's not obvious right at this point in time. Understood. Get it. You're not doing technical analysis, so you don't understand. But I do. Support plus inverted head. So if you understand what we've been going through on my site here, on my channel, on my podcast, every day we like to talk about crypto news. And speaking of that, if you had a rough day today, get back on the right side of the bed. Wake up, put on a new beat, and change your attitude, because it sounds horrible. But if you pay attention, definitely to mention, the last time we got this rising, ascending channel, well, what did we do, folks? Just asking for a friend. Can we get rid of this? Hide drawing. Okay, so since we did that ascending triangle that we're currently in this triangle, ascending channel that we're currently doing again, right? Mimicking. And we got this drastic fall dump before we got the pump. Well, I took some of my man at the central end at $2.68. Bought it at 18 cents, okay? But understand, we took some profits there. We should have taken some profits up here. Let's not even get into it, right? Dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out. If this were to go lower, I'll dollar cost average in more, but I like where it's at. Expect an M to maybe perhaps fall through, but what do we see in the big picture? Well, not many people are paying attention. Definitely to mention, but there's a pullback down coming here, which is going to take us to the upside, giving us an upward W in this trend. Now, what I expect on Avalanche, and it's not financial advice, of course, if you do see this is the inverted head, turning it into the shoulder. So this is the right shoulder now. So now my right shoulder is going to come around $87, somewhere in that time frame, and if you don't take profits as you're buying down at the 57 $60 area like I am, well, then you're a fool, because what's happening is you're losing your profits. You need to find out what's next. Perhaps Bitcoin is coming down, and I do have a lot of people that are asking questions left and right. Please don't forget, we need to get as many likes as we can. There's a lot of viewers watching and not enough likes, so please, if you would, I would really appreciate it. Bring this head and shoulders pattern down a little more accurate. Left shoulder head. This is the 4-hourly. We just like the 4-hourly. It gives a lot of information. What happened here was in the previous July 18 time frame, in the middle of summer in 2021. That's when we were experiencing something where we thought the market was dying again, as perhaps we are doing that again. So if you see history repeats itself, a dump before a big pump, and I do believe that this is what can happen. This is where the 42K, and I've been preaching, and a lot of people actually left the channel because they got so upset that we didn't hit 42.5. And I'm really sorry that if you left the channel, you did not find this to be helpful for you. This is where the 42K is coming. Maybe I did not describe it enough in depth or detail of what you need to see happen first, so maybe that's why you're gone, but you'll be back. Inverted head, this is what we're doing, but I wanted you to see on the Avalanche, we've already done that. So if you see this, this is technical analysis, both 4-hourly charts. See what's happening. Inverted head and shoulders was formed on this upward side because there was a lot of love and momentum into Avalanche. As you see the top of the head of Avalanche as we peek back is $128. So understand $65 is nothing to sneeze at. Could be possible we come down through here. What would that be? This would be your double bottom M pattern, as you would see keep coming, but then eventually we'd have to create an inverted. It looks like we already did that, so follow that into play. Bitcoin, same thing. Inverted head and shoulders pattern, but in a different time frame, right? These blockchains move at a different time frame. It takes 10 minutes as opposed to some of these coins, 20 seconds. And without further ado, I want you to listen to this. I think this is very important. Michael Saylor and Jack Dorsey.
Ethereum moves very, very fast in comparison. But it's a question of, what is the ultimate outcome of those moves? Bitcoin is very deliberate about what goes in and what stays out. And that does mean it's slower, but those slower things tend to last. And they tend to be a whole lot more predictable in terms of the direction they're going. They tend to be a lot more secure. They tend to have far better uptime and usability than anything else. And that's not to say that there's a ton of...
So, listen to what he just said. It makes a lot of sense. And pretty excited. If you watched this morning, I told you Bitcoin should expect a dump. This is an hour ago, so make sure you pay attention to everything. I mentioned Wall Street, Pete, SICKDOE, and Crypto, wallst.pete at Instagram. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, I suggest you just go there real quick. An hour ago, now probably an hour or two ago, this morning, Bitcoin should expect a dump before a pump. Inverted head and shoulders pattern needs to form downwards before heading back up to the 45,000 errors. So understand that Bitcoin, huge problems, and I did want to talk about that. 39,000, if anybody was wondering, I'm not beating a dead horse, this is new news. 39,000 is a problem. And I don't know if you understand that. Currently, as we zoom in to boom in, when you don't want to know and you want to get checking this out, 39,000 is a humongous problem for Bitcoin. And understand how it is, and it's right there. And if you do notice, right to the red mark of this daily chart each day, right? That represents each day. Well, look at this ascending channel, ascending triangle pattern. Ooh, that's sexy. I'm not going to lie. That's a daily. That looks really, really, really good. That's fantastic. As opposed to this, you were getting some big pump chunks, dead cap bounces, right? And what will be forming on the daily, if you understand that was a double bottom M, well, perhaps we could still do that. See, that's what half this is. If this does continue to be days, well, you'll be talking about February 16th. And that's what I keep talking about. And I can't preach it enough. I can't preach February 16th enough. A lot of people, I don't know where it is on my charts. Perhaps I go to the second one and it will be. So this way it could be more efficient. I have it where it says. We can do February 16th. I'm going to go to the weekly. I want to show you this. And if not, we'll just have to go to last video next time and show you. There it is. All right. So right here, if you go to one of my older videos, February 16th is a big time frame for us. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't get it. I've been holding that pretty tight. What I'm saying is there was a 55% drop off since the May, April fallback, right? We're going to go over this and reiterate this really quick because this is Big Daddy. It's important. There's a 4-month cycle that comes into play, and it seems to be lasting a little longer. Now, we get to the 69,000 in November, and I said for us to complete the cycle and keep moving, as there's a trillion price actions here. Please don't look at this. We're looking at the weekly, right? The weekly chart. Each candle is a week. You would have no clue, but as you see, we are going down. But as we do hit support of the old support on the weekly here, January 25th of last year, and then you see we did it again. What is that? A cycle of 7 months or 6 months in between. Now we're doing it again in 6 months in between. Is anyone understanding that? Are you catching that? These big, humongous drop-offs are patterns that are so telling in Bitcoin. It's ridiculous. So see that big wick, that candle falling down. Pay attention to it. We actually touched. There's a tail down here on this falling wedge on the weekly, as it looks like to be. When we do get this massive pull up, I want you to understand that 6 months ago, we fell at our low. Then about 6 months later, we continue to fall at our low again, and it comes over here towards the January timeframe. So if you see what happens each time in the 6 months, what did we do each time on the way up? Well, you're going to like this as we get off, because I'm trying to make this a nice 10-minute video, which we're about at. And I'm not going too crazy to the top, but I am going to show you and explain to you what I expect, what is happening, and why all the crypto analysts are freaking out, and why they don't know. But I can break it down to you why I know. So if you pay attention to here, what are we at? 60, 36, 7. And now with that information, right? Now with that information, I could take this bottom here, and I can see the week of January 17th. I see the week of the 24th. I know this is a mess. Close your eyes. Just listen then. 36, so the week of the 31st, the end. I'm going to take this wick, and I'm going to confidently place it at that support level that we have built strongly and finished each time on the weekly. So now that I do that, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to the price that I believe we'll start seeing something. I've been harping on this for the longest time. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you like technical analysis, if you like this show, Wall Street Pete SICKDOE in crypto. This is definitely coming. 76 was my number. I guess there's a FOMO coming up. 76 to 80,000 I've been finding. But it kills me that the weekly does stand and does prove that this is what happens every time in the 6-month cycle now in the weekly here when we hit the bottom, where we proceed to go after that. So if you do see the development of the resistance support that we flipped and made here at the 30-something level thousand, that we have this big thing up, and I wish I could get rid of it all, but I can't. That's something to pay attention to, definitely to mention. You have to understand those big moves are coming, but there's always a chance for a fall. So, good morning. Thank you so much, Viral. Appreciate you. We got some of our man at the Decentraland. We sold some again at the top. And like I said, some of these charts will kill you, but this is the Fibonacci sequence that I made. Man at the Decentraland, before we go, double bottom M pattern daily. We can look at 4 hourly. It doesn't matter. Pay attention to what's happening. It's all the same. This could be the inverted right here at the $1.89. And I'm strongly believing it could be. What's going to happen is we're going to retest down here to the 245, which we did exactly as I predicted. Don't tell me I didn't, because if you're not watching the videos if you're arguing with me on that, or you're just trolling. So Wall Street Pete SICKDOE in crypto, we told you this would happen exactly as I predicted, down to the 245. If you check it, we're going back hopefully to the 293 area, if you pay attention, definitely to mention. But what's happening first is we're getting a fall. So expect that on the Fibonacci sequence. We did it in another video for you. Mana Decentraland. If this is now, and this is what I said, 270 was a big level. We were holding. We spent a lot of time here. If this is a shoulder, if this is the inverted down here, right? Now listen up, because this is a big deal. This is a humongous cup and handle on the 4 hourly. If that is, and we get another one like that, expect things like this. So if you see you're going to get a fake out, what happened? The market's going to fall. The rest of Bitcoin's coming down. Understood. Inverted head and shoulders pattern is coming. I can't be any more clear. I expect falls to continue to come down on this mess that you continue to see, and I'm sorry it's such a mess trying to clean it up, but an inverted is coming. And when the inverted comes, you'll see then the shoulder will be formed. And like I said, there'll be shoulders somewhere in the 42,000 area coming up to a V. And then everyone in the middle of February is going to be into it. What am I doing right now? I took some of my man at the Decentraland. I believe that this isn't coming. I believe that this is not coming, and I do believe a double bottom M pattern can be here. So pay attention to this. That can happen. Get to 220 all the way down somewhere in this time frame. I know 234 can hit. As you paid attention, I did have this circle 245 yesterday. A lot of people did not believe it. Well, Pay attention and believe it. We came all the way down. As I said, I sold. I was trying to get to the 292 to get a little more, 293. As we know, I didn't get it all. I sold at 290, got it filled. Not all of it, some of it. What did I do? Bought back at the 245, and I bought some back at the other Fibonacci sequence. Oh, it's going to be 234. We didn't hit it. We got so close. I was sick. But pay attention. We'll be getting closer. What's going to happen is I do believe a double bottom M pattern is coming. If you see it right here, M, and then we'll get down and we'll hit that 234. So expect that to happen. If that doesn't, but inside at the ultimate moves at the end of the day, you will find out. You're ready to play. This is what I say. Upward W is coming. A lot of the moves going down scare people. Pay attention to the big picture. Man at the central land. This is Coinbase. This is the platform of Coinbase. This is what this chart we're looking at. 245 hit perfect. I believe the 50% or 61%, 61.8 is the 234 level. Good morning, Gary. Just did some nice little TA on some of these tokens. Pay attention, definitely to mention. 220 could be the worst case scenario. I don't think we're going to get there, but 234 will absolutely come. I do believe if you put an order in to fill, you'll see the shoulder here. We're creating another one on the 4-hourly. It's happening so fast. I don't know what's going on. Head and shoulders pattern. And if you see the rest of that, I filled that in beautifully for you. I can get rid of it, and you don't have to see it, but that's what's happening next. The candles are coming down. It's going through to 245. Again, if we do see that, then most likely we're not getting a bounce. We're coming through to the 235, 220. I keep saying it. So I could do it on Cardano, but Cardano has got so much buying pressure right now. Sideways boring action. I'm getting ready to go. It was supposed to be a 10-minute, 15-minute video. There is so much buying pressure on Cardano right now that it's trying to fall. Do believe me that I do expect something similar of this coming. Why? Because it's the inverted head and shoulders pattern that has not been formed yet. What can happen is this can get ignored, okay? This can get ignored. I want everyone to understand that if the buying pressure and if the exchange, the crypto market itself, which we are now down 5% in the last 24 hours, 1.69 trillion market cap. There is things going on in the market. Right now, 22.8 billion volume. Currently looking at almost right under the 700,000. Not too good in the crypto market cap for Bitcoin. Very, very bad. We're supposed to be over 1 trillion right now, talking about how we're supposed to be going, right? So expect when things do not go the way as planned, expect things to change. Expect something different to happen, right? Everyone's got their own opinion. Opinion are like a-holes, right? Everyone's got them. Cardano right now, we are getting the volume back above the 1 billion level. Understand Solana is still feasting. Understand AVAX Avalanche is a good buy at $65 and no longer there. Almost at 1 billion in volume. Currently 16 billion market cap. Looking strong. Number 12, top 12. And if you get rid of the Tether and the USD, you'll find out that that is actually a top 10 token. So in my mind, Avalanche is in the top 10. Looking pretty good. Hit that like, subscribe, baby. We're going on a ride. I guess we're going to go to 20 minutes on this video and have to go. I want to break down a little bit of Cardano. What we see here is a double top pattern. I showed you that. This is the 2 blue circles. I said it's very bearish. When you see that, continue to see the falling wedge come down, which is a humongous falling wedge. Yes, eventually this is going to break out. So if we continue, people are going to get sick and tired of the FUD, sick and tired of the BS on Cardano. You cannot see boring sideways action and get excited if you do. There's, too much about the crypto market or think about that. If you get excited about this, you know too much. If you don't get excited about this, you're most likely an average investor who goes, up, my money's going up and down. I'm tired of this. I'm getting out. And usually you get out at the bottom. What is the bottom? Well, it's probably about 103 right now. You're sick and tired of this. People are going to sell out. You're going to get a fall out here, probably hit down. I mean, and like I said, it doesn't necessarily need to happen, but do notice the support levels back in the time frame of especially June 20th in that 6-month frame ago. I told you 6-month cycles. Let's see if Cardano does it. Don't believe exactly so. But we did hit a nice $2.50, almost $2.47, and then see obviously when was that? That was May, June, July. So that was a 2-month cycle. And then if you go here July and look at Cardano, July, August, September, another 2-month cycle. Do you see how this works? A lot of people don't get it. But 2-month cycles on Cardano on the 4-wheelie, as I do see, is playing out to be the game. So this is what Wall Street Pete does for you. I did not plan this. Gary, thank you so much for asking us to do it, but we would not have known that If Gary didn't ask. So hit that like and subscribe. What's going on is a 2-month cycle here. Let's see where we are on this bottom. I know it's longer than 2 months. So if the 2-month cycle broke, right, and this was the rest of the market breaking, if you really think about this, September, and then it came down. We got another 2-month cycle, September, October, November. Of course it did, right? It was another big peak point, understand? We formed a top here where it was saying, oh, it could be a falling wedge. It wasn't really a double top. It was just shown of growth at the peak of, well, we're hitting resistance. We're not going up no more. So if you see what's going on now, there is a bunch of dead cat bounces. Well, we formed another double top, perhaps for a reversal. Well, let's see now, because now, if you see it, we're getting it here, perfect at the 158 level. Expect 158 now to be a great, strong resistance level, of course, right? So if we do understand when we get this V inverted, we'll create a shoulder. And if the shoulder isn't coming to the top of the peak of in this range, I'll be shocked. But expect some type of resistance level. And as I said, this is not financial advice. This is my strategy. 159 to be some type of little slope of resistance here and maybe aggravate you a little bit. But if you do understand, our target is pretty high at 194. The long term, in the 4-hourly long term, and I'll tell you if you go to a bigger one like maybe the daily, this is what you're looking to see. This is the big move. Perhaps you get the sideways right at the 150, 169 area. What you're going to see is a shoulder is going to form here. There is a shoulder going to form, and we're going to find out if this is true to be a nice price or not. So $3, Cardano, and I'm talking about in 2022. We're not talking about tomorrow. We're not talking about next month. We're talking about some moves coming into the time frame. We see all the way into March. So there is some green candles. And one quick thing before we go, I have to do it on the channel, and this is the little tidbit for you sticking around to the end. Let's get to the monthly. I want to do something real quick. When was the last time, ladies and gentlemen, and I wish somebody could beat me to this, but nobody's going to be able to. All right. I don't want to lock the drawings. All right, so this is what I want to talk about real quick. I want to shut this down. There it is. All right, this is the monthly. This is called the monthly chart on Bitcoin. When was the last time you've seen, how many Februarys do we have that are red? We're going to count. We're going to play a little game. It's called Christmas coloring, right? Now, I want you to really, really understand this. Okay, this is February. We're not going to count, obviously, this month that we're 3 days into. February. All right, let's go. When's the next February? Well, next February is 2021. So let's get to the February. Did we get there? January, February? Oh, humongous February month. Okay, beautiful. Let's get back. Let's go to 19th. Let's get to a February, because I know we only have like 2 in the history of Bitcoin. And this is my point. I want to get to the answer before we get to it and fool around. We're not fooling around. February 2019, right into there. Well, what happened? Oh, once again, we had a green month. I want people to start understanding that the history of the TA. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, in 2019 when we hit something here called the top, and that was probably the top at, wow, look at this, 2,000, just about, roughly 2,000 before February came in 2019, and this is what I'm looking at. We went down 82% from the high. Woo-hoo. What do you know does that and survives? Not much. So understand that was just the beginning. That was in 2018. Let's see. Ooh, as it gets crazier. 2017, okay, we topped out the 4-year cycle. So get what's going on. Understand there is a cycle flipping. It's changing. Things are happening here. This is really big. And if you see the February month of 2019, well, it was green as AF. And you didn't know that because you didn't care, because you didn't see the double move of 2,000 all the way to 4,200 because it wasn't significant enough for you, right? Well, then we get into what we already seen. So I just want people to understand Wall Street, Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. These are big things. Pay attention. Avalanche, we talked about it before we go. Definitely pay attention. 0.0% of the supply of Avalanche has been burnt so far. More users coming in all of the time. So how long until 1% and 2% does get burned? We'll find out February 1st, 2022. I do love this tweet. I do love it. I love the talk about it. I'm excited about it. Decentraland, we talked about it. Decentraland 2022 roadmap looks wild. So if you're interested in all these stuff, this is one reason why I will not be selling all my mana. Why I'm selling some of it short term. This is getting to the end to where I explain why it's very important. Virtual reality client expected in the second half of this year. So if you thought that, man, it was impressive now, well, you'll find out how impressive this is really going to be. Mobile app in early prototyping coming. NFTs can be used as wearables for the apes and the punks and etc. So do pay attention definitely to mention of what's going on. Please definitely look at what's going on here in this world. Some people are just trying to buy 0.1 Bitcoin. And now instead of one full Bitcoin, right, it's going to be crazy because in about 5 years, this is truth. And I know it sounds fake because how could the truth be if we're not in the future? This is probabilities based off, and we could surpass this. We could come under it. But you know what? I would not be surprised in 5 years from now, even buying 0.01 Bitcoin will be extremely hard. People don't understand that. Well, some people don't know who the hell I am or understand why we're watching this show to begin with. But hey, you had a rough day. Welcome to the wrong side of the beat. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto, the man from the New York Mercantile Exchange. Used to do profit margin calls, all these types of things. In the pit, working. It was fun. Trading natural gas, heated unleaded. This is the gentleman you watch. Hit the like and subscribe, please. We need your help. I want to be able to do big things in New York and maybe Philly or somewhere in the tri-state area and help some of the little needier people. So a good one. Have a great day. Ricky, what's going on? If I missed any of you, I hope you have a wonderful day. So please, let's go. SICKDOE in crypto. We're going to have a good day. La-di-da-da. Ain't no one got a time today. So hit that like, subscribe, baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Damn, that coffee's sweet. Be careful. Maybe it's not as much as Wall Street Pete. You will lose your shirt in this market. None of this is financial advice. I am human. I do make mistakes. Let me know in the comments section what you would like to talk about. If I don't get enough people in the comment section to tell me the next token, the next thing that they want to hear, you need to tell me in the comment section. We break it down every day, but if we don't get enough comments and enough likes, it sounds very ignorant, but we don't come on and do an APM. It's not a priority. Unfortunately, yesterday we were not feeling well. That's why we did not come on, but please, I beg of you, almost as a like. Comment in the comment section. Let us know what token you would like for me to break down. If you could do that, I can have all day to check it out, and we can break it down on the nighttime schedule. Check us out, Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Have a wonderful day.